Craigslist ad, $16 an hour, come and protest.
And actually perform violence. Yeah. And so for him to sit there and call the Trump campaign a culture of violence.
It's dishonest.
It's totally dishonest. I mean, is he, unless he's just wrong and he didn't know. Did he circle the wrong answer? I mean, am I to believe that Cruz is so stupid that he doesn't know why there were violence at these rallies? I mean, the guy's like practically a genius.
Well, he got the phone call from Hillary and said, "Hey, back off! Don't be in Chicago next Saturday at 3 p.m." I can't tell you why. I'm just telling you, don't be.
That's speculation. That's speculation.
I'm joking. But that's a complete joke. No, that's a good question though that you pose. Is he
so stupid that he doesn't see the reality of the situation? Every single thing I've heard and seen of Cruz is no way he's that stupid. The guy is practically a genius.
Yes, very
practically
smart.
a genius.
Well, I'm going to have to say he's surrounded with other people.
Ooh, I know where you're going with this.
And I'm not...
Tell the listeners what we're talking about.
You've got campaign managers, you've got advisors.
And you got super PACs.
And you've got big money. These super PACs, if you don't know, folks, if you can imagine, I set up a company right now, today, and I donate $10 million of my own cash to this company, and this company, referred to as a super PAC, then donates or doesn't donate money directly to Ted Cruz, but will do advertisements of
big ad campaigns.
Big ad campaign against taking Donald Trump's wife, laying on a bearskin rug, slightly risque, no nipple, no nothing showing. I'll put that out there and rip her to shreds. But I'm not a pro Cruz campaign. I'm anti-Trump PAC.
Which, by the way, they've come out and endorsed
Cruz, yeah. Right. She said inadvertently, well, I guess by default, I guess we would be for Cruz because we're anti-Trump.
Why couldn't they be for Kasich? He's still running.
That's what I'm saying. Well, they're a little bit smarter than that. And the GOP said, don't donate to Kasich. We got it.
We got this. This is not an efficient use of your funds.
You need to use your funds with Cruz. Stay that road. We got this handled.
Okay.
It's a two-front war. It's a two-front war.
And I'll tell you what, if Trump, number one, if Trump gets to 1237 delegates, or if he gets to Cleveland with a majority of them, that goes to show you the resiliency and the power of the Trump movement to be able to fend off the assault of everybody. This would be like,
who has not attacked him? What organization has not attacked him?
This would be, I don't know. I don't even know. This would be like, imagine somebody in a war where it's you against the entire world.
Well, yeah, World War II, and it was only America, and Germany had all of Europe, and England, and Japan had all of Asia.
Okay.
They came at us from California, and Germany's coming at us from New York.
East Coast, right.
And it's only us. And Canada says, we got to stay neutral. And Mexico says, we got the drug cartel to fend off. We can't wait, sorry, man. You're on your own.
Now, imagine if America were to able to survive that. That would show you the testament of the American power. This is what it sounds like if Trump can somehow show up in Cleveland with a majority. When I say majority, I mean like more than the other candidates.
Right.
If with the assault coming from every angle, it would be amazing. So, because he's being attacked from dishonestly, and they're using, when they're employing every stop, the dishonesty and all that kind of stuff, I mean, that's hard to beat, man. Because while you're trying to show everybody the truth, we all know how it works. The truth is putting its pants on when the lie has gone halfway around the world.
Check this out. When I was in the 5th grade, we had this teacher, this math teacher. I think you know him, Mr. Dixon.
Mr. Dixon.
Mr. Dixon.
Oh, he may be. I'm friends with him on Facebook.
Really? Really?
You didn't know that?
I didn't know he's still around.
He's still alive.
He's still kicking. So Mr. Dixon.
Mr. Dixon.
He was
Gary Dixon.
I never knew his first name.
I remember. I forgot it, but I remembered it when I found him on.
And I want to tell you, he's the coolest
He
black
was
man.
the coolest teacher ever.
And black man, bald head, and black beard that started getting peppered, started going a little gray.
It still has.
He still got the beard?
He does, but it's still not totally gray yet.
Really?
Yeah, he's like we all thought he was old when we were in 5th grade, and now he's still not that old. So,
really?
You know.
Okay, but he had a completely shaved bald head.
Like with a razor.
Yeah.
Like you could see your reflection probably.
And he was the coolest. He would be like Mr. Clean, but the black version of Mr. Clean with a beard. Dude was cool. So we're in class, and I'm one of the class clowns, if you couldn't tell by the show. And there's another friend of mine who was even more of a class clown. Like, I followed this guy, and
what was his name?
I couldn't outdo him. And so somebody threw something. Somebody threw a piece of paper, and one girl... But that's him.
I just showed Brian his profile picture.
Hasn't changed.
No, he doesn't. Not really. No.
Doesn't change a bit.
No.
Well,
this might be an old picture though.
No, but I mean, we were in 5th grade just a few years ago, so
right.
Forget
it was
about
2
it.
years ago.
So somebody threw a piece of paper, and all of a sudden, a girl, Miss Disney, who threw that? And this girl pointed at my friend.
Uh-oh.
And so I pointed at him, and the whole classroom pointed directly at him, and instantly he started to snicker. Like, oh, come on, guys. Like, there was a little bit of a crack of a laugh and a snicker, and it was done. In the corner, and the punishment was you had to squat in the corner.
He made you do squats?
No, sit there squatting.
Right.
Your butt can't touch the ground. Your knees can't touch the
gosh.
floor. It was.
You can't get away with that these days.
It was brutal pain. I'm not joking. It was painful. Okay. So later on in the class, and I was feeling guilty because I didn't even know if he did it or not, but I swore. I said he had to be guilty because he laughed about it. And let me tell you, this is no joke, folks. Within less than an hour, he's still squatting 15 minutes later, painful, bleeding. He got to sit down, and something else happened. And he pointed at me. And I said, whoa, no. It wasn't me laughing.
Man, you guys were terrible.
And the whole class pointed at me.
Oh, so really it boils down to what everybody wants to believe.
It was a lesson. It was a critical lesson that I learned.
Like a psychology lesson.
Yes.
It's politics. It's a politics lesson.
At 10 years old, I learned that just because everybody's pointing at somebody, that might mean it ain't them.
So you're saying right now everybody's pointing at Trump
No,
or Corey or whatever. I mean, we know what Corey did because there's a video of it, and it's amazing. It's amazing that this is the thing that disturbs me. When I get into knockdown, drag-out arguments with Cruz supporters on Twitter, and I would only do it because my big thing, and I was like this ever since 2000 during the Gore versus George Bush, the debacle with the election. All right.
In Florida.
I would get on Yahoo message boards, which are now defunct now because Yahoo could not stand that there were people that were fighting against the communist message.
Well, not only that, but
Yahoo
has become a conglomerate of nothing. When you say the word Yahoo, you don't know what it means.
Well, I know that
it's just everything. They're trying to be.
They showcase anything that is propaganda against capitalism and Republican conservatism and all that kind of stuff. There'll be a showcase against all that and for democracy, Democrat, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
So anyway, my whole thing here, and one of the reasons why I wanted to start doing this broadcasting, is because I got to defend the truth, man. And I will go far. I will go really far. People have trolled me because they've recognized, oh, he's not stopping.
I bet I can conquer that mountain.
Well,
I bet I could conquer him. I could bring him down.
They want to build the mountain for me. They're like, oh, this guy's going to climb to the top. Let's build it up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what they do.
Oh.
That's what a troll is. Like, oh, this guy's going to actually try to climb this mountain. Let's start piling up on it. That's what it is.
Is that why they get me all the time?
Yeah, so my mountain to climb is defending truth. Whatever the truth is, I got to defend it. And when I see somebody be dishonest or recognize something incorrectly, like they see something, like when you see the sun go across the sky, you think it's revolving around the earth.
My daughter did.
Yeah.
My children did, and I could have sold them communism right there with it.
So for centuries and millennia, humans thought that the sun went around the earth. Because it's obvious, right?
Right.
It's I'm clearly watching the sun go around the earth.
That's what's happening.
But when you discover that it's actually we're on a ball called the earth that's revolving, and the sun's just out in space, and we're perceiving it as going around the earth, but actually we're just spinning.
Right.
And then you hear somebody say, "No, it's the sun going around the earth." You want to say, "No, dude." And me personally, I want to try to educate them on the truth. You can't prove it. You can't tell me you're an idiot. I'm watching at it. I know. I'm looking at it. What are you, stupid? What are you saying, that I'm standing on the side of a ball?
Yeah.
Come on.
How am I not falling off?
Yeah, I'd be falling off.
Right.
Clearly.
Slipping.
Clearly, you're an idiot.
You are an idiot.
And that's what they would say.
Right.
So anyway, when I'm on Twitter and I hear them say, "No, dude, he clearly yanked her to the ground," and then he wrestled her down and started punching on her. I'm like, dude, come on. You're not even being honest.
It's WWF. They're in town.
Did you see the clothesline of McMahon?
I did.
That is so funny.
Okay, I've got this Cruz clip that we're still on Cruz right now, but
we're never going to get off him.
I want to say this. I don't have the soundbite, but they pushed at Trump about who he is and these things he's done and this and that and everything else. And he said, I never planned on running for president. I didn't work all my life to planning to be the president of the United States or even in politics. So when I see back in the 80s when WWF was huge.
Oh yeah, it was huge.
And as Jim McMahon would do, he was a giant troll. He trolled everybody.
That's the whole thing.
The WWF is just a big trollicious festival. So who else to get involved in your trolliciousness is another billionaire, a multimillionaire.
Oh, yeah.
And Trump, come on, they carted him out, and he had these two models, these women side by side. It was all a show. It was a game.
But you know what, though? The Cruz supporters, or I should say all anti-Trump people, they know that to try to attack him on his involvement with WWF is a losing battle. They throw it out there as, but they don't hone in on it like, hey, how could you possibly want our next president to be this guy that's clotheslining Vince McMahon back in the 90s or whatever? They're not even going down that route because they know that the appeal to Trump is that he is a normal guy or that he's done fun things and all that kind of stuff. So it's not, that is just not going to work.
So I was kind of leading up to what you said that this woman was saying in her article about he didn't want to be president.
By the way, if you're listening, I'm definitely dropping the ball. I was going to write, it was an open letter to America.
Okay.
That's the name of it. You could easily search this if you want to know what we're talking about. Go onto Google and type in open letter to America Trump or something like that. And it was, what?
Oh!
What?
I know we're past the Michelle Fields thing, but her mom is an anti-Trump person and supports illegals in Los Angeles. She runs a shelter where she gets illegals documents and paperwork and has been an anti-Trump supporter for years.
Well, I heard... See, I can't really...
That's her mom.
Right, and I can't judge somebody based on their parents because I know your mom.
She was raised. Yeah, but... well, my ideologies were at that point in time. I had to change my own thought process.
Well, I heard that Michelle Fields